Hey friends, what's going on? Anel here with NKY Honeybees. Today I'm going to be installing some bee packages and I wanted to actually show you how I do this. I'm going to show you 3 easy ways you can install bees in probably less than 5 minutes. At least that's how I do it. Doesn't mean it's correct. There is a lot of ways to do this, but I'm going to install one in my horizontal hive here, which is a little bit different. And then I'm going to install a couple of packages in those 2 hives right there, the colorful one and the one in the middle. Which I'm going to talk about when I install the bees. So let me get set up and let's get these bees a new home. Alright guys, so this is the first method of installing bees. As you can see, I've got a couple of boxes here ready. So you want to go ahead and set up everything before you bring the package out, so you're ready to go. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'll put this aside for just a second. This box is empty, it's temporary here. As you can see down on the bottom, I've set everything up. I've added frames and everything here. So let's put this aside for 1 second and let's install this package. I have some sugar water here. Just to spray the bees a little bit. You don't want to do this if it's cold out. It's 70 out today, so this is gonna calm them down and keep them busy so you don't have a lot of bees flying around. So next step is go ahead and hit this on the bottom so the bees fall down, just like that, and then give them a little bit more spray. So what this does is gets them wet and they're just cleaning each other off and they're not too busy about thinking about you. They're actually cleaning each other off and they're much more calmer. Go ahead and take this piece of wood off. This comes in every hive. Now you have a little can here which is feed. Usually sugar water for the bees. So what I do here is usually I just go ahead and shake this a little bit to bring this out. Usually it comes right out. There you go. And then just do that again. Now you're gonna need this piece of wood. Just hang on to it. When you take this out, go ahead and cover this up. Put this away. This here is usually your queen. She's stapled to the box. There you go. Take that off. Shake it off a little bit and put this back on. Now what you want to do, you want to make sure the queen is here and alive. In this case, of course, it's alive. So let me move this aside. Now what you want to do is take this off. I'll clean that up later. Next thing, there's quirks on each side of this queen cage. And one has candy. I'll bring that in a second. One has candy. You want to take that quirk out. The other one is emergency exit in case you need to release the queen right away. So let me just show you what this looks like. Alright, so you can see there's candy on this end and there's nothing on this end. There is cork on this side and this side. Like I said, this is for emergency release in case you need to release the queen right away. When you take this out, bees will eat through this sugar and queen will come out in like 3-4 days. Alright, so you've got your queen. Next thing, take this cork out. It's fairly easy to remove. There you go. You're left with a hole and sugar candy right here. Next step, put the queen between 2 frames with this mesh facing down. There we go. That's nice and tight right there. And that's all you need to do for the queen. So next step, go ahead and take one of the empty box, put it right on top. So the reason we do this is to keep the bees in here. I'll show you in a second. Alright, so since you have this open, go ahead and remove this. Shake the bees to the side a little bit, kind of getting them in a ball. And then dump them right on top of the queen. Just go ahead and go back and forth till you dump all the bees out. You'll see bees flying around, but that's okay. Usually if you give them a little more sugar water, you'll have less of them. They're gonna come back here and they're gonna smell the queen and come back to this cage. All right, as you can see, there's few bees left here. What you can do is just put this right up front, in front of the hive, and the bees will come out through the front entrance, come to this hive. Next thing I will do is just close this up and leave them alone for some time. Usually they will be, in my experience, they'll be out in a few hours, but you can leave it 24 hours to let them come out, and then we'll come back and take these boxes out. Alright, so that's one method of installing bees. As you can see, there's few bees around, but that's not a problem. They're gonna come back here, they're gonna smell the queen and come back in. Look at this guy. I just want to talk about this hive just for a second here. I've got this at Nature's Image Farm, Greg Burns, yesterday. This is a wax dip hive. It can last a long time. He also uses Premier frames, so it actually comes as a whole kit I bought yesterday. So I have bees in here. We're gonna test this out, and if you guys don't know Greg, they're fantastic people. I really enjoyed hanging out with them and getting my bees from them. So I'll put the link in the description below. If you don't know their channel, check them out. There is a lot of informational and educational actually videos on their channel. Second method, installing packaged bees. So now we're gonna install it in this hive, except we're gonna do it a little bit differently. I actually prefer doing it this way. So let's take a look here. Gonna open the hive. All right, so the setup is going to be the same. The bottom hive is full. We're going to do the same, almost the same thing, except there is at the end there is a little bit different. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're going to go ahead and give them a little bit of sugar water, spray them just to calm them down. As you can see, these other bees are coming, but that's okay. They're going to sort themselves out. Go ahead and give that a little pump. And don't forget your hive tool. So we'll open this up, put this aside. We'll get the can out as well. So far this is the same process. You'll see it's only one little difference. Oh, come on. Here we go. Close that up, put this aside. Take the queen out and move these to the side for just a second. Again, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take the cork out where the sugar candy is, very important. Queen is in here, she's running around, beautiful. Same thing, we're putting them between the two frames. This is really snug, so. All right, there we go. Now the next thing I'm gonna do what's different is I'm gonna go ahead and put this up, put this back, close this hive or tie it down, and I'm literally gonna take this box, open it up and put it on top of the queen, put the hole over the top of the queen. That's it. We're not gonna shake the bees, we're just gonna put that there and close it up. So the bees are actually gonna come out on their own. We'll come back later, pick that box up and remove this top box. Just leave them with one box. So like I said, give this few hours. You can leave it overnight as well. Sometimes people do that. If you're installing later on in the day, just go ahead and leave this until next day. When you check them, come back, take it out, take the top box off if you want to. And that's two methods. This is really easy. This one, I don't know, it took me just 2 minutes to do it. It takes me a little bit longer because I have to talk, but really this is a quick process, not much to it. Now, third method, we're gonna go to my horizontal hive and take a look at that as well. Alright guys, so method 3 is actually same as method 2 pretty much, except this is a horizontal hive, so the setup is a little bit different. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and take some of these top boards off. I've set up 10 frames on each one of these, and we'll go and install this package too. Same thing, Give them a little bit of sugar water. Keep them busy and calm. Again, if it's cold, don't do this. Just dump them out. Give it a little thump. They'll fall to the bottom. Don't worry, it's not hurting the bees. Take this off. Once you do this a few times, this becomes really easy. It takes you less than 2 minutes to install a package. Still, the worst thing is getting this can out. I don't care how many times you do it.
Oh.
All right, go ahead and close that down. Just to keep the bees from flying all over the place. Next thing, we're gonna go ahead and take the queen out. Maybe. Here we go. Just shake it a little bit. Might have bees on there. Again, make sure the queen is alive and moving. In this case, she is. Take the cork out on the candy side. Take this off. Put the queen between two frames. Whoops. With the mesh facing down. And then what I do in a horizontal hive, I dump a little bit of bees right on top of the queen just to keep her warm and feed her, take care of her pretty much. And then put the package on the bottom, leave it, come back, and the bees are out. So let's dump just some of these bees. There you go, just a few. And then put this right back on the bottom of the hive. Because this is empty, this side is totally empty. So we'll just put that package, leave them alone for either 24 hours or a few hours, depends when you have time. Come back here, take that out, and you're good to go. Alright guys, so let me know what you think. I hope you enjoyed the bee package installation. It was easy. Like I said, it's usually 2 minutes. That's all it takes to actually install a bee package. That's only once you do it a few times. So if you don't mind, hit that like, it helps me out. Give me some comments. And as always, happy beekeeping, and I'll see you in the next one.